I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Let me explain this word Nithya Dhana Yoga. Dhana. In Sanskrit, this word dhana not only means money, it means abundance. Money is means to dhana. Money itself may not be dhana. Money is means for abundance. Money itself may not be abundance. Understand? Real abundance is having everything completely in the life as you want and having completion with everything in the life. Having completely everything you want in the life and having completion with everything you have in the life. Understand the abundance. Abundance is the space from which you can manifest. Go on manifesting the life as you want. Go on manifesting the life as you want. If you just have billions or trillions or multiple zeros getting added in your bank account, but do not have energy or the health to live your life, and feeling tired and bored all the time, I won't call you person with abundance. You may be a person with a lot of money, but not wealth or abundance. Abundance is the space from which you go on manifesting. What do you want? Intelligence, health, energy. Whatever you want, you go on manifesting. So the difference between money and abundance should be made very clear. I am not saying don't have money. I am not saying don't earn money. No. I am not saying that. All I am trying to tell you is money has its own limited utility. Do not equate just the money for abundance, then you are mistaken. Money is great in its place. That cannot be equated to abundance. So understand, Abundance is a space of Kalpataru, which every one of us carry inside. Ability to manifest whatever you want, whatever you feel, whatever you think as a completion of your life. Understand, that is why the original Vedic tradition was never currency based. It was direct grain based or metal based. The lower rung of the economy was grain based, and little higher rung of the economy, the mid level of the economy, was metal based. The highest level of economy was precious stone based, but never imaginary currency based. Understand, I am not against the currency or I am not against the money, but you need to know, just money alone cannot be abundance. You need to have clear idea about abundance. Only then you can manifest it. If you are clear about what you want, 90% of your problem is solved. If you are clear about what you want, you have reached it 90%. 90% of the journey is done. So remember, money as utility value, nothing more. Abundance is something more than money. It may include money also, but it is more than money. If I have to precisely define abundance, having an inner space where you manifest, go on manifesting. What do you want? Whatever you want, and experiencing completion with manifestation. And whatever is manifested, so be very clear about the word Dhana. Dhana means not just wealth, but abundance. Nithya Dhana Yoga means today and tomorrow I am going to share the science experientially, uniting you with abundance. Yoga means uniting. Nithya Dhana Yoga means uniting all of us into abundance eternally. So you become complete with abundance. Abundance becomes your completion. Understand, whatever you sought, you are having. Whatever you are seeking now, you will be having in the future. Whatever you sought earlier, you are having now. Whatever you are seeking now, you will be having in future. This is a law of life. If you don't have abundance, don't blame anybody. Maybe this is what you sought. You may ask, why will I seek poor health? Why will I seek poverty? Why will I seek all this? Why? We will see the answer further. And how to get rid of this mind or pattern which is seeking wrong things. We will see that too. Understand, the whole science I am going to present it to you experientially will unite you with eternal abundance, will give you the glimpse of eternal abundance. The space from which what you want is manifested. I'll introduce this science to all of you. Listen. The patterns, thought currents, mental patterns, internal thought currents you carry related to your actions are stored in your muscle memory. Please listen carefully. For example, if you work for 6 hours, you will become tired. If you carry that internal thought current, by 6th hour you will be tired. Sometime, if you are driving to see your friend, after that 6th hour also you will not be tired because that doesn't look like work. Listen, friend's house is never too far away because the memory you are going to memory of what you are going to enjoy, experience, that keeps you up, alive and active. Whatever actions you do, thought currents, mental patterns you carry about the actions get stored in your muscle memory. Muscle memory. This is the first word you need to understand. All your thought currents, mental patterns you carry about your actions get stored in your muscle memory. All the thought currents, mental patterns you carry about your own self, I call that as cognition. That stays in your biomemory. Listen. Your idea about wealth. If you think, oh, making money is very difficult, protecting is very difficult, money means horrible. If you carry these ideas, cognitions, stay in your biomemory. Listen. Internal patterns, mental thought currents you carry about your actions get stored in your muscle memory. Internal thought currents, mental patterns you carry about you, your cognitions, not about your actions, but about very you, the cognitions. Those very cognitions are recorded in your biomemory. For example, if you carry the cognition, rich people are always rude, violent. That very cognition is enough. It will never make you rich. It will never allow you to become rich, because you feel, if I become rich, I may become like rowdy. I may become arrogant. Understand? The cognition you carry is very important, whether for money or for wealth or for abundance. The cognitions you carry are very important. If you are attracting poverty, if you have attracted ill health, if you have attracted incompletions in your life, be very clear. You have attracted it. Means be informed. Either in your muscle memory or in your biomemory, you carry mental pattern or internal thought current which cherishes, enjoys poverty, ill health, incompletions for various reasons. You always associate that piousness with poverty. You always visualize being pious with poverty. Maybe you cherished a wrong visualization, a wrong image, a wrong thought current, a wrong mental pattern. in your muscle memory or biomemory. In your doing cognition or being cognition. In your doing memory or being memory. Maybe these two words you will easily understand. Instead of muscle memory, we can use the word doing memory. Instead of biomemory, we can use the word being memory. Doing memory, being memories. Now it is time you should discover the wrong mental patterns, internal thought currents you cherished, enjoyed, entertained in your doing memory and being memory. Once you discover, cleaning them up, purifying you, completing you is my responsibility. I'll awaken your bioenergy, God particle in you, where you and me are one and the same. I'll awaken that God particle in you, the bioenergy in you, where you and me are one and the same. And when that God particle, that Kundalini Shakti, bioenergy in you is awakened, when that gets flooded into your doing memory and being memory, it becomes pure. Purifying your doing memory and being memory by awakening your Kundalini Shakti is my responsibility. You just need to look in and tell me what all you want to correct. How you want the new you to be. Order, it will be delivered. That is why I am introducing this science. I am introducing this science to you to make you understand and design your order. What do you really want? What kind of a doing memory you want? What kind of a being memory you want? So I'll give you the essence of this first session. Please listen. First thing you need to know, money is not equal to wealth or abundance. Money is only a method for certain wealth. Abundance means having an inner space where you can manifest whatever you want and be in the space of completion with what you manifested. Next, Vedic concept of wealth is never imaginary currency. It's a real, direct, grain, precious metal, precious stone based. Next, the signs. Listen. Whatever you were seeking earlier, you are having now. Whatever you are seeking now, you will be having it in future, near future. So if you say, I have ill health, I have poverty, why did I seek this? Maybe you are carrying certain internal thought currents or mental patterns in your doing memory, muscle memory, and being memory, biomemory, which attracts poverty, attracts ill health, attracts incompletions. Why you are carrying those patterns? Various reasons. Now we will have to dig out and find out. After that, why? How can we get rid of it? How can we get out of it? First, let us dig out the patterns, thought currents you carry in your doing memory, means muscle memory, and being memory, biomemory, about money, about wealth, about abundance. Unfortunately, most of us carry only about ideas about money. We don't have any idea about wealth or abundance. We always think all three are one and the same, which is not. Which is not. Now, let's spend few minutes with ourselves. Try to look in internal thought currents, mental patterns we carry about money. I'll give you a very simple exercise. Very simple exercise. Put your pen to paper and just keep writing whatever comes to your mind when you think about money. Actually, when you write, you will see how your relationship with money runs. Because if you have a strong pain even to remember about money, sometimes people believe unless you cheat, you can't get money. People with money always grab all these mental thought currents and internal patterns you develop. Whatever is there, let us first dig it out. You may feel poverty is pious. Sometimes you may even feel reverence for poverty. Understand, if you feel reverence and respect for poverty, you will never make yourself rich. If you make yourself rich by mistake, you will not respect you. As long as that pattern, reverence and respect for poverty remains in you, Understand? Maybe some wealthy people are arrogant, but the wealth and arrogance is nothing to do with each other. Even without wealth, I have seen many people arrogant. If you think all wealthy people are arrogant and wealth has something to do with arrogance, you are mistaken. You have not looked into the reality. Maybe you have taken one or two wrong specimens and came to conclusion. You did not do your homework properly. Let's spend few minutes and dig out the patterns, memories, internal thought currents we carry about money in our doing memory, muscle memory, and being memory, biomemory. All the class coordinators all over the world, please distribute the worksheet. Internalizing the incompletions with money. Distribute the assignment. Please do not talk to each other and see the worksheet. Start penning down the answers for all the questions. Actually, if you read the questions and start internalizing and answer them, you will have a clarity about the internal patterns and thought currents you carry about money. Listen sincerely, authentically. How many of you are going to hear about the completion process first time from me? Raise your hand. For all of you, it is an initiation. If you already heard, it is re-initiation. Please understand. In the last session, we discussed only about the problems, patterns, thought currents, incompletions you carry in your muscle memory and biomemory. Listen. Patterns, thought currents, incompletions. Incompletions means the past thoughts, emotions, patterns, hangovers, residues sitting in the present and suffocating you, not letting you live your future is incompletion. Understand? Past thoughts, emotions, patterns, hangovers, residues, thought currents sitting in the present and suffocating you, not letting you live your future is incompletion. When these thought currents sit in your muscle memory, doing memory, they bring tiredness, sickness. When they sit in your biomemory, being memory, understand? Doing memory is muscle memory, being memory is biomemory. When they sit in the biomemory, they bring boredom. You attract same kind of situations. Listen. If you feel Everything I do in my life, when it is about to become successful, it collapses, Swamiji. It fails. How many of you feel that way? It means something seriously wrong pattern sitting inside your biomemory. It needs to be cleaned up. We need to clean this up. Clear? Understand? We discussed all the problems in the last session. Now only we are entering into the solution. Now only we are entering into the solution. Listen to the solution. I wanted all of you to listen to the solution. Please listen intensely. The solution is a powerful science called science of completion, delivered directly by Mahadeva. Please understand. I have not invented this science. It is invented by Mahadeva. I discovered it. I experienced it in my life. So listen to this science. Even though source is Mahadeva, I stand for the authenticity of this science because I experienced it. So I am responsible. You can hold me responsible for all the effects and after effects of this science. This one process I am initiating you is independently intelligent enough to lead you to enlightenment, cleaning up all the confusions. Listen. It can clean up all the mess, all the confusions, all the ill health, poverty, all the negative things you attracted in your life. Everything can be cleansed. I just need you to be listening carefully because the technique is very subtle. Even if you miss few words, you may miss it. So sit straight. Keep your eyes wide open. You don't need to be meditating and listening. Keep your eyes wide open. Listen. Please listen carefully. I'll read out the original verse from Mahadeva, his own words. Then I'll translate and give you precisely how it should be done. Mahadeva is cosmos, cosmic energy, and he also assumed the body as Adi Guru, maybe 60,000 years before, and again assumes body many times to revive the science he shared with the world. So listen to his original words. It is from Shivagama, Shivajnanopanishad, 94th verse, 22nd technique. Chittat yantaha kritir nasti mamantar bhavayet iti vigalpanam abhavena vigalpair rujito bhavet. Every time when I utter the exact words uttered by him. I feel that sweetness in the throat. I'll give you the translation now, the literal translation. Just consciously feel within that the mind stuff of past memories of incompletion with its activities as mind, intellect, and ego are not existing in me. By contemplating this way, in your inner space, disidentify from the past impressions, the memories of incompletion. Put your active attention at the space of the past happening. Relive these imagined impressions and memories of incompletion. Then the mind stuff, having fully ceased from its present characteristics of forming thought patterns and cognitions, is complete. Thus, you become complete and achieve the original space of complete completion. Listen. Now I am giving you the precise method. When you create certain pattern or a thought current in you, which is negative, you suppress some amount of fear, anger, violence, those emotions in you. Please understand. If you want to make a dent on this lion, you need to do it with a lot of force. Same way, only when you hit yourself with a suppressed anger, violence, fear, some emotions, you create the dent called incompletion in your inner space. Listen. The suppressed anger, fear, suppressed anxiety, suppressed emotions only can create a dent in your inner space called incompletions. If those suppressions are released, automatically the dent will be released. Listen carefully. So now I am going to help you to get into each of your incompletions. Either you can dig out the incident when that incompletion started, or the incident where that incompletion was prominently occupying your inner space. It can even be recent event. For example, you have the fear of handling rich people. Maybe it would have started at the age of 7, when some rich uncle came to your house as a guest and you did not behave properly, or you did not recite the poems you memorized in your school. And this is the greatest torture Indian parents give for their kids. Whenever kids, some relatives, friends come, the kids have to do all the circuses they taught. I never did in my life. I never did. Once my uncle tried, I just spit on his face. He never called me again. I am not asking you to do that. I am just telling you what I did. My uncle tried to call me, and actually my uncle saw that the way I was doing puja in the morning and reciting all the mantras, he was so impressed. He got his friend and he called me and said, please recite all the mantras and show to him. I just spit in his face. He got frightened. And he never tried it again. No, this is one of the biggest torture the Indian parents give for their kids. Don't do this for your kids. Now, every time when some relatives come, you have to do all the drama and circus you know, and you learnt, and it is such a torture. You have to be demonstrating. I said, I am not interested. Anyhow, maybe The pattern would have started there, that you did not handle them well. Or it can be as recent as just few days before in your negotiation, business negotiation. It did not go well because you did not handle the other guy well. It can be any incident, it may be any incident related to that pattern. When you relive, listen, relive, you relieve all the suppressed anger, fear, anxiety, unaware movements, the negative emotions, anticipation of negative conclusion of any happening. Listen to this word. Anticipation of negative conclusion of any happening. When you plan for marriage itself, you think, what should I do if divorce happens? That is what I call anticipation of negative conclusion of the happening. These are all patterns. When you try to get into the vehicle, you feel what will happen if the accident happens. Anticipation of negative conclusion of the happenings. That is one of the important patterns with which most of us are suffering and struggling. Look in. Now everything you wrote, you penned down about money can be tied to some incident happened in your life long ago or recently. Remember one by one each of that incident. Relive. I am not saying remember. Remembering means you visit those memories being as a member as you are now. Understand? Who you are now. For example, if some incompletion has happened at the age of 7, now you are 47. You continue to be a 47-year-old person and just think what happened at the age of 7, that is remembering. But just forget who you are now. Become that 7-year-old child and visualize what has happened at that time. That is called reliving. During the reliving, all that suppressed emotions, anger, fear, anxiety, anticipation of negative conclusion of the incidents, all will melt down. I'll repeat once more. Listen carefully. If some incompletion incident has happened at the age of 7, now you are 47, for example. If you remain as a person of 47 and think what happened while 7, it is called remembering. I am not asking you to do that. No. Just forget you are 47 now. Forget who you are now. Forget your identity. Go back. Go back. Become 7. Become 7. When that incident happened, who you were, what you were, the same mind, same thinking pattern, same thought current, same dress, same smell, same space. Become that and relive. Just relive. When you become that and visualize what happened, that is called reliving. Reliving. Listen. Listen intensely. Understand the difference between remembering and reliving. I am asking you to relive. When you relive, all the suppressed anger, violence, fear, anxiety, and anticipation of negative conclusion of happening, all that will start melting down. The dent will become all right. The incompletion will become all right. Reliving is relieving. When you relive, you may have all that what you built up inside will all be released. You may have tears. You may have shivering. You may have all the built up, suppressed emotions breaking up and leaving your system. Allow it. Nothing wrong. Allow everything. After all, I am here. I'll clean it up. Let all that leave the system. Let you become as beautiful as your original form, Mahadeva. As beautiful as your original form, Mahadeva. Relive without justifying. Don't justify what happened. Don't say what happened is right or wrong. I am not asking you to pass judgment. No. I am asking you to relive. Just relive. Don't even have the greed. Just with this one technique, in this one process, I am going to become enlightened. Don't worry. You can do certain things. Certain things you can't do, only I can do. But you need to understand how much you can do. That is why this technique. Do it as much as you can. Beyond, I'll support you. I am here to support you. I'll make completion happen in you. My commitment to you, I commit with you all as the living representative of Mahadeva. I happened and happening to transmit this experience of completion to all of you, and I'll do my job. I commit with you all. I'll completely burn all your incompletions and bring completion to all of you. I'll support you. So, sit straight. If you want, take few minutes and read whatever you wrote once. So that all the incompletions you need to complete, you can remember now. Please close your eyes and sit straight. It will be nice if you put the eye band. Sit straight. Now, pick up the first incident you want to complete. Start reliving. Forget your present. Forget who you are now. Take few moments to remove who you are now from your inner space. Go back to that same space when that incident happened. Become that person. Start reliving. Go back to that same age, body, mind, place, space, same mental setup, same identity, same power, same energy, same knowledge level, situation, experience, emotion, dress, smell, everything. Relive and relive. Relive each incident at least 5 times. You can open your eyes. Continue with this completion process every night before you go to bed. It will bring so much of powerfulness in you, healing in you. Let's gather for next session. Thank you. Be blissful.